Good evening, everybody. Today's episode is Fly Me to the Moon. But before we go to the moon, I'm going to say thank you. One of you, and I wasn't given permission to give names, so I'm not going to, but one of you sent me money to purchase a camera, which I will be doing soon. Not quite yet, but soon. I just need to figure out which one to get, and then I'll purchase it. So it'll be here in a couple of weeks. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully, I continue to live up to your expectations and continue to earn your generosity. I appreciate you all. Now let's watch some Picard. Oh, before I do, I rewatched the previous episodes up to today, and it had occurred to me, I had already mentioned this in the notes last week, that so since Guinan didn't recognize Picard, it's probably because the Confederation, Picard didn't go back in time to, retrieve Data's head. So that's why Guinan didn't recognize Jean-Luc. No Samuel Clemens, no, Mark Twain. So, did Star Trek IV still happen? Did Kirk and company go back in time in a Klingon bird of prey to stop a whale probe? Because Kirk Thatcher, the punk on the bus, reached for his neck before turning off his boombox, listening to the sequel to his punk song. I don't know. I still thought it was hilarious. Maybe it's because Q's powers were are kind of on the fritz right now. Who knows? Anyway, I'm excited to see what happens next. Remember, ACAB, especially ICE. Empty the concentration camps, alright? I mean, we gotta stop it. Star Trek is showing what ICE is like, except they're downplaying it, okay? We need to work on the fascist states of America and get the people out. And by out, I mean release them, okay? Because, come on. Alright. Let's fly to the moon. Going to see what happens. I've been really enjoying season 2 so far. I hope you have been as well. It's good to see. So, previously on Star Trek Picard, talking about what's happened so far. Part of me keeps wondering where the Borg Queen keeps all the extra tendrils that she used to plug into the La Sirena. Or whatever the ship is called in the Confederation. I never did look that up. But there's only so much space in a body. Is it just really compressed and then expands out? Or what? Well, we'll see. Also, I'm really digging the actress who plays Guinan, and I wonder if we're going to see more of her in season 3. Also, supervisor, the Watcher, that door kind of reminded me of Gary 7, from the original series. That it does, doesn't it to you? Let me know. Comment below. Ooh, okay, space program. Russian satellite collision, huh? All right. Oh, that is so a Gary 7 door. Is she a Q or I'm sorry, not a Q. Is she really Laris or is it a coincidence that they look alike? I wonder. Also, I wonder if the Space Force exists in this timeline because they're supposed to keep an eye on, satellite collisions. At least the U.S. Space Force is. Oh, this is a simulation. All right, forget I said anything about the Space Force. Also, that looks like French. Oh, Rene Picard. Nice. All right, so we're meeting Rene Picard. Lovely. Um, space program. Don't know which space program yet. This Watcher is a supervisor. Has a door very much like Gary Seven's door. So, I imagine from the same agency. Uh, but she's not Laris. Either coincidence or not yet. Can't say. But I do like the connections with the original series because, as you may or may not know, depending who's watching, uh, we're supposed to get a spin-off series that never happened with Gary Seven and his assistant, whose name is escaping me at the moment. I'll look it up. Roberta Lincoln. Gary Seven and Roberta Lincoln. There were some comics with them, which I never read. Oh no, I did read one of them. It was, I think, in the 80s. I remember very little about it at this point. But back to the show. Opening credits are over. Are you listening to the radio, Borg Queen? Cell tower, radio, same thing. Crafty, crafty. That's why you never leave the Borg Queen alone. Why didn't you bring your own tricorder? You can use the tricorder to cause engine trouble. Is that EMP? Did that say EMP? I need a bigger screen. Oh yeah, EMP. In real life, I don't think an EMP would affect a bus quite like that. But well done. I mean, that kid kind of looks like Eleanor, but you're losing it. Grief will mess with people. I get that. Mm-hmm. Gary 7. Wait, so did Kirk's Enterprise come back in time? Even though Picard did not. Hmm. You know what? I should not get too caught up in the mechanics of time travel. Yeah, depression is very difficult. Is the therapist Brent Spiner? Oh, it's Q, of course. Of course, of course. When's Brent Spiner coming in, though? All right, commercial break. Um, I had a thought, and it kind of stopped coming to me. Therapy is important. Everybody should have easy access to therapy, and we don't have that. Make certain to push your legislators to make therapy affordable and accessible for all. Mental health is still health, okay? And it's nothing to be ashamed of. So, if you need help, ask for help. Go out there, get a therapist if you need one. Reach out. And if you know you have a friend who's hurting, talk to them. Help them find a therapist if they need one. And yes, it's expensive. And our insurance system sucks here in the United States because capitalism is a crime. And yet here we are. But don't let that stop you. Okay? Okay. Now, when are we going to see Brent Spiner? I thought he was going to be coming in. I'm curious. Is the Europa mission before or after the Jupiter mission? It must be before. Commercial break over. Oh, Brent Spiner. Genome, huh? Hey, Soji. Oh dear. Is this eugenics? People are idiots, yes. Oh dear. Is this soon a eugenicist like the Soong in the 22nd century? What's his name? But the eugenics wars happened in the 90s. This is post-eugenics war still, right? That still happened. I wonder if that's a real phone number. I'm not going to call it, but I do wonder. Don't smoke inside a potential crime scene. And don't smoke in a dusty area either. You can accidentally set the place on fire. This would play a little bit better in my mind if they both are speaking French right here. But whatever. Well, there's the first assimilation of the 21st century. Smoking is still a thing in 2024, which is not surprising as that's in 2 years. But I am disappointed that smoking is still a thing right now. Of all the vices that we could have, and you know what? I'm not even going to get into that right now with harm reduction and what is legal and what isn't, but I have thoughts. But the Soong line is very intelligent. Geneticists and cyberneticists And I can't think of was it Eric? Eric soon in the 22nd century? Well, every Soong we've met is either an android or a PhD. Guessing a PhD. I mean, could be a D-Sci or D-Eng. I'm not sure. They never say. Some sort of science or engineering doctor. Commercial break over. All right, that's good reasoning. What gala? Oh, one, do you know how to use a flintlock? Two, does it even work? And three, do you even have ammunition for it? Wow, her denticles look more organic. That is such an enticing offer, to be honest. Good luck shooting her. It's not going to work. Dollars to donuts, it's not going to work. I don't think she knows enough about firearms. Also, apparently, I was wrong about the assimilation. Though I could be wrong about being wrong. I don't know. I am just talking out loud. But in seeing some memes, seeing a number of memes about people wanting to be assimilated because it's better than the world we live in now. Not being lonely anymore, not having to suffer under such a fascist capitalistic state that we live in. Healthcare, unity, cooperation, time to rest, relax, sleep. And when things look very bleak, when you're very alone, it does seem like it could be a better alternative. I don't know. Given the choice, being stuck in the 21st century or being a Borg, don't know what I would do. Not a clue. But the commercial breaks over. Oh, drones with some sort of UV shield. Interesting. Not the injection. It's the UV shields that I find interesting. We could use those drones in real life. Well, she's learning to swim faster than I did. I still can't swim, so obviously. Quack, quack, said the duck. Well, it was short lived. Huh. Well, okay. Billion is an understatement. Should be a quintillion, at least. I'm sure he is not dead. that always, lines like that always kill me. Poor choice of words on my part. Io, huh? And the mission commander. I can't think of his name, and it's bothering me. Sean Jeffrey Christopher. I wonder if we're going to meet Sean Jeffrey Christopher. I wonder if that's her real driver's license. No, that'd be silly. I don't know why I said that. Ignore that I said that. Oh, how far we've come since the Apollo missions. The Apollo missions weren't that long ago. Hmm. Where did she get that tendril? Out of her shoulder. The assimilation begins. Well played, Borg Queen. Well played. I wonder if Agnes is going to be the new Borg Queen. What do you think? Will Agnes be the new Borg Queen? How would that be? Is Agnes the Clockwork Borg? I have more questions than answers now. Don't you? This is interesting. And which episode number is this? There's still 40 seconds left of advertisements. And this is the end of the episode anyway. But we're at the end. And this is a 10 episode season, I believe. If I remember correctly. You know what? I can just look. We live in the future. Picard Season 2. Alright, Season 2, Fly Me to the Moon, Episode 5. We are halfway through the season. So, yeah. Here we are. More questions. And we're halfway there. Catch you next week. Unless you tune in tomorrow for Halo. So, then I'll catch you then. Thank you for watching.